What's up, guys? Jason back to my channel. Tonight we're doing a review for Monday Night Raw, all that stuff with the King of the Ring tournament and Queen of the Ring tournament and all that stuff. So let's go and get to it then. It was a good show and stuff, and I'm not too bad. There were some two good matches this on the show and stuff. So yeah, you'll know which one was good. Anyways, just gonna get to it then. With the Judgment Day kicks off this week's show on Monday Night Raw. We shoot inside the XL Center in Hartford, Connecticut, and Michael Cole and Pat McAfee welcome us to the show. We hear the familiar sounds of the Judgment Day's theme music. Out comes the entire crew, led by WWE World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest. Priest starts off by acknowledging the chance for main event Jey Uso and talks about his popularity. He says that didn't help him in France because Priest is still the champ, so all rise. He then brings up after the match with JD McDonough and Finn Balor. He apologizes and then tells Finn he's his brother. They hug it out. Dom Dom joins in on the hug as the fans loudly boo. Priest says that's enough of that, and now it's back to business. He says he's still the champ. They're still the most dominant force in this business. And Finn Balor is your next king of the ring. Balor then hops on the mic. Balor says, "Guess who gets a first round pass?" And the king of the ring, turning to Drew McIntyre, being pulled from their opening round bout. Tonight, as he continues to glow, we hear Raw General Manager Adam Pearce saying, "Hold on, hold on, hold on." Off camera, he emerges from the entrance area and says McIntyre is out tonight's opener, but Balor isn't. He tells the Judgment Day to clear out of the ring because Balor's King of the Ring match is next, and it's against main event Jey Uso. Yeet. Alright, King of the Ring open round, Finn Balor versus main event Jey Uso. With that said, the theme for main event Jey Uso hits, and out comes the wildly popular WWE superstar with McAfee, as always, marking out on top of the commentary desk. McAfee leads the sea of fans in the background who copy France and use their cell phone flash lights for the big Uso wave for the entertaining ring entrance of main event Jey. As Uso settles in the ring and soaks up the love from the Hartford crowd, we head to a pre-match commercial break. As we settle back in from the break, the bell sounds are officially running the 23rd King of the Ring tournament with Uso versus Balor in the first round action. Michael notes on commentary that the first King of the Ring was held in 1985 and won by Don the Rock Morocco. Meanwhile, in the ring, Balor grabs the side and headlock on Uso, who backs him inside into the ropes. Balor comes off the ropes and knocks Uso down with a shoulder tackle. He goes for the cover, but Uso kicks out. Balor takes Uso to the corner and stomps him into the turnbuckles. Finn misses a right hand. Jey with the rights um, of his own in the corner. Jey hops over Finn, lands on his feet. Uppercut from Jey. Jey backs Finn against the ropes and works him over. Then he chains some more strikes. And then Jey sends Finn out to the floor. He connects with a follow-up suicide dive to the floor. Balor sends Jey into the post, then shoots him over the announce table as we head to a mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see Uso doing the 10 punch on Balor in the corner spot on as the fans chant yeet. With each shot that lands, Balor hits a big chop and a snap mirror takedown into a basement dropkick for a 2 count. Balor connects with a snap mirror and a basement dropkick for a 2 count. Balor elbows Uso in the head and applies another rear chin lock. Uso fights out of it, and they begin exchanging right hands. Uso comes out on top with a big right hand that takes the Prince down. Uso charges him in the corner, but Balor drops him on the apron. Uso kicks him back and comes off the top rope with a diving crossbody block for near fall. Balor is having trouble getting to his feet and falls to the corner in a seated position. Uso sees his opening and gets the crowd going. Uso charges for a running hip attack, but Balor intercepts him with a big clothesline. Balor stomps away at Uso and taunts The crowd also lifts Balor for a smalling job, but Balor rakes the eyes and takes him down for a 2 count. Uso gets up and kicks and upper kicks Balor before hitting a super kick. Uso heads to the top rope but lands on his feet when Balor moves. Balor connects with a rude drop kick and quickly gets to the top rope. Uso avoids the coup de grace and connects with the spear for a close 2 count. Uso pulls himself up and looks out at the crowd to see Drew McIntyre coming through the crowd to ringside. Balor rolls Uso up for a 2 count. Balor connects with the sling blade. A CM Punk chant fires up. Balor charges for another drop kick, but Uso cuts him off with a spear for the win to advance to the next round of the 2024 King of the Ring tourney. Alright, so winner and advancing in 2024 W King of the Ring tournament main event Jey Uso. Alright, next we have a segment on here. After the match, we see Becky Lynch walking backstage. We learn that she will talk to Michael Cole later tonight. We then head to a commercial break. When we return, we see McIntyre walking and talking with Raw and Pierce. He's upset and storms off to find CM Punk. As soon as he leaves, we see CM Punk pull up in the car. He pops out and walks and talks with Pierce. He asks if he can hit his music because he's got something to say. Pierce obliges. Punk makes his way all the way out to the ring in a single camera shot. The crowd very loudly chants CM Punk as he emerges and proclaims it's clobbering time. As always, he settles in the ring and hops on the mic. He talks about being trapped in WWE headquarters. He then brings up 5 minutes and 46 seconds, being how long it took him to make his point. He says, "What if this week he stays here overtime and waits long enough for Drew to come back?" He says he's probably at a red light, scrolling through Twitter. He asks everyone to take their phones out and take pictures and tweet at Drew now and tell him Punk is right here, and if he's not a coward, he will turn around. If he does, in this ring, he can't catch the beating that he deserves. Punk goes on to tell a story about getting injured in the Royal Rumble back in January after a DDT from Drew McIntyre. He says he was heartbroken. He thought Drew ruined his WrestleMania dreams. He says he had a good cry about it, had a good surgery, and realized Drew didn't ruin anything. At best, he postponed or delayed them. McIntyre says he picked a fight with the pettiest man on the roster. He brings up vowing to make McIntyre's life miserable and quotes all the things Drew is blaming for Punk. Punk says Drew wants to be like him and says Drew is a choke artist. He is the unforgiving consequences to Drew's actions. He says he prayed for this and he broke his elbow. He says if he shows up or the next time he sees him, he's gonna break his face and then he's gonna break his heart. He claims Drew fears him, and his music hits to end the segment. If you make me go to Glasgow, Scotland, I'm gonna pop out and break your face, Punk says off mic into the camera as his theme continues playing. Punk sits on the top turnbuckle in the corner of the ring, and then we fade backstage. Alright, we have a next one coming out as Io Sky versus Natalia, which is a Queen of the Ring tournament. Alright, let me get my coffee real quick and stuff. Sorry, guys. Real quick. I'm not gonna put it next to my laptop. Trying to stay away. Anyways, backstage we see Kathy Kelly standing by Ricochet. She brings up his match against Ilya Dragunov in their first in-ring meeting, an important bout like the King of the Ring tournament. Opening bout, up walks Braun Strowman, who hugs his former tag team partner. Strowman says he'll remind everyone why they call him King Ricochet. Once this wraps up, we return inside the XL Center where we hear the familiar sounds of the theme music of Io Sky. Out comes the former WWE Women's Champion representing Damage Control. She sells in the ring as we head to another break. When we return, we hear the iconic sounds of Natalia's entrance tune. Out comes the women's wrestling legend for first round action in the first match of the 2024 WWE Queen of the Ring tournament. The bell sounds are official offering this one. Cole McAfee brings up Natty, dedicating this match to the late Owen Hart. Nice. After some early back and forth action, we see Sky settle into the early offensive lead as we shift gears and head to a mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see Natty fighting back, including hitting a back superplex off the middle rope. However, Sky ends up taking back over again immediately afterwards. Natty hits a sit-out powerbomb out of nowhere to slow Sky down. She goes to hook Sky's leg, but Dakota Kai hops on the apron and gets involved, which leads to Sky hitting the run double knees to a slump over Natty in the corner. She follows up with the top rope moonsault for the win to advance to the next round of the tourney. So winner and advancing in 2024 WWE King of the Ring, Io Sky. So Ilya Dragunov. Next is King of the Ring, Ilya Dragunov versus Ricochet. Okay, this right here, Dragunov versus Ricochet. This is the one right here. Good match. The first out of two matches. After the match, Damage Control remains in the ring. Dakota Kai gets on the mic and reveals she will be replacing Asuka to take on Lyra Valkyrie in the scheduled Queen of the Ring tournament first round match later. She also tells Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair not to get too comfortable with their newly won WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. She claims the Kabuki Warriors are coming back for them. After that, the camera shot sells on Cole and McAfee at the commentary desk at ringside. The two introduce a video package that introduces former WNXT champion Ilya Dragunov to the Raw audience as his first night as a drafted star to Raw is tonight and next. The video package wraps up and we shoot back inside the XL Center, where we hear the familiar sounds of the WNXT theme song for Ilya Dragunov. Out comes the Mad Dragon to a monster pop from the Hartford crowd. He settles in ring for opening round action in the 2024 WWE King of the Ring. Oh my god, I'm yawning. Shit. Anyways, his music dies down and the theme for Ricochet plays. Out comes the highlight Ricochet, the WWE champion, heads to the ring with his newly won WWE Speed Championship around his waist. He sells in ring to a big pop as well. Cole McAfee hype up good this match should be with these two in it. The bell sounds and all will go. Ricochet blasts Dragunov with a big chop. Dragunov enters back with one of his own. We see some back and forth attempts and reversals, and then the WWE Speed champion drills the former WWE NXT champion with the big kick in the mouth. On that note, Cole talks us into a mid-match commercial break as this tourney tilt continues. When we return, we see some more back and forth action, which sees Dragunov start to connect with a series of German suplexes. Ricochet goes for a top rope moonsault onto Dragunov on the floor, but Dragunov takes a step back, and upon Ricochet's landing, Dragunov dumps the WWE Speed Champion on his face with a German suplex that flips Ricochet all the way over. After that, we see Ricochet come to life, hitting a huge top rope hurricanrana on Dragunov, who was also on the tip top rope. The crowd went bonkers for that. Dragunov rolled directly out to the floor, where Ricochet hit and died the ropes, and another hit. He hits a third, but goes over the top rope this time with a flipping splash onto the Mad Dragon. A censored "Holy shit" chant breaks out from the Hartford crowd as Cole and McAfee talks us into a second mid-match commercial break. As the intense action in this high-stakes tournament bout continues, when return we see Ricochet and send Dragunov into the corner. He goes for a German suplex of his own, but Dragunov elbows his way open. He hits a big move for a close 2 count. Dragunov heads to the top rope while Ricochet is laid out. He leads off and hits a backsplash senton with a huge impact for another super close pin attempt. Dragunov hits Eddie Kingston's rapid fire chops over and over again to Ricochet, who slumps down in the corner of the ring. Dragunov loses focus for a moment, and then Ricochet super kicks him. Ricochet hits a lime salt for a 2 count of his own. Dragunov hits a big shot at shot that drops Ricochet. He hits a power bomb and then falls onto Ricochet with a huge H bomb. He looks for a torpedo mascot, but Ricochet counters with a code breaker for a super close surprise pinfall attempt out of nowhere. Ricochet heads to the top rope, but Dragunov cuts him off. Dragunov hits a top rope super plex and then backs into a corner, where this time he connects with a flying H for the pinfall victory. With the win, Dragunov advances to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament with thrilling victory in his first official match since being drafted to Raw. It's a classic. Dragunov now means Jey Uso in the next round. He and Ricochet shake hands. So winner and advancing 2024 WWE King of the Ring tournament, Dragunov. So yeah, that one. That was a good match. So that was the first out of 2 match for right now. Our next match is Queen of the Ring tournament opening round, which is Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile. Once the Ricochet Dragunov Baker wraps how we should backstage, literally just sorry guys, to an interview with Sheamus, who talked about his own history in WWE, providing banger after banger after banger while hyping up the main event later tonight against the Ring General Manager Gunther in another 2024 King of the Ring tournament opening round match. After this wraps up, we head to another commercial break. We see coverage of the record-breaking SmackDown and Backlash France shows from the past Friday and Saturday. That and then we shoot back inside the XL Center, where Zoe Stark makes her way down to the ring for our next match of the evening. Out comes the Pitbull Ivy Nile. She sells in the ring, and the bell sounds to get off her second territory for the Queen of the Ring. First round bout of the evening. Nile starts off strong, and McAfee appears to be a fan of hers on his commentary throughout. However, when all said and done, it was Stark who hit a Z360 for the pinfall victory with the win. She advances to the next round of the Queen of the Ring tourney, where she faces the winner of the Kokai versus Lyra Valkyrie, which is scheduled for later tonight and another first round tourney bout. So the winner and advancing into the for WWE King of the Ring tournament, Zoe Stark. So next match is Chad Gable versus Big Bronson Reed. Backstage, we see World Tag Team Champions Awesome Truth and with Raw GM Adam Pearce and Yukon Ski's head coach Dan Hurley. Truth is confused and thinks the NCAA is an independent pro wrestling promotion. The Miz tries to help him bring up to speed, but Bossy fails to do so. They are told they will hear soon about their next title defense. Up comes Braun Breaker, who wants to know from Pierce why he isn't in King of the Ring. Pierce says he expected this and says they should go talk. They head to his office back inside the XL Center. God damn it. I'm sorry, guys. So we hear the first sounds of Chad Gable's theme music. Out comes our next meeting where he go Bronson Reed stuff. So first, however, we should get head to a quick pre-match commercial break. When we return, we see footage of last week's show where Bronson Reed was challenging Sami Zayn for Intercontinental Intercontinental title, where Chad Gable attacked Zayn and possibly cost him the chance of becoming champion. We then see Don Don bring Carlito to meet the Judgment Day. Priest says it's 1 year to the day that Carlito cost him his moment in Puerto Rico. He says Carlito won't find any friends here. Carlito says with him and says he needs help with the LWO. He says if he scratches their back, they scratch his. Priest also tells JD McDonald he's gonna be the one to deal with Braun Strowman after what the Monster Man did in his return last week. Back live, Big Bronson makes his way down to the ring. The bell sounds and off we go. We see some back and forth action between Reed and Gable, with Gable hitting some German suplexes on the much larger man. Before Sami Zayn hits, the ring attacks both guys in the end. However, it is Bronson Reed who leads them both lying. So winner is no contest on that match. So yeah. So in the next one, we have a segment with Michael Cole sits down with WWE Women's World Champion Becky Lynch. Okay, coffee time. We see a video package introducing former WWE NXT Women's World Champion Lyra Valkyrie to the Raw audience, as tonight marks her first night as a Raw superstar since being drafted by the Red Brand firm from NXT in 2024 WWE Draft. After the draft, we see Becky Lynch walking backstage. The WWE Women's World Champion talks with Michael Cole when we return. On that note, we should gears into another commercial, but when we return, we see Gunther backstage the ring. The ring general manager talks directly into the camera about his King of the Ring tournament showdown tonight against Sheamus in the main event. Back inside the XL Center, Michael is standing in the ring in front of two chairs. He introduces the WWE Women's World Champion, Becky Lynch. Out comes the man to fireworks and power as the Hartford crowd goes nuts as she makes her way to the ring for a scheduled one-on-one sit-down interview with the Raw play-by-play commentator live in the ring. They show a photo of her wearing Kofi's hat at the Kentucky Derby over the weekend. As they spend some time talking one by one about the new talent on the Raw Women's roster from NXT in the 2024 WWE Draft, including Alba Fire and Isa Dawn, Kiana James, and Lyra Valkyria. The theme for Liv Morgan hits outcome then cuts them off. Cole heads to the desk as Morgan confronts Lynch about not showing her an ounce of respect. Lynch says she'll have a chance in 3 weeks in their title match at ringside at WWE King of the Ring turns to earn it. As they continue to talk, the theme for Damage Control hits, cuts them off. Out comes Dakota Kai, Sky, and Kairi Sane. They surround the ring as Morgan and Lynch stand back to back. Morgan ducks down and rocks out of the ring, laughing and saying this isn't her problem. Alright, so next match is Queen of the Ring opening round, Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai. So, yeah. The run was finished, guys. Oh, shoot. Messed up. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Which is Lyra Valkyrie versus Dakota Kai and stuff. Next, Damage Control proceeds to beat them down the man, prompting the theme for former WWE NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria to hit. She runs to the ring. She's shrugging her shoulders at Morgan, asking why she isn't doing anything. She hits the ring and helps her clear Damage Control out to the floor. She stands tall with Lynch as we head to another commercial break. When we return, we see Paul Triple H back in a commercial for WrestleMania 41 at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, next year. After that, we return back inside the XL Center where Jackie Raymond is standing by with WWE Intercontinental Champion, which is as a triple threat match for his title against Bronson Reed and Chad Gable at WWE King and Queen of the Ring 2024. Alright, back inside the XL Center, the bell sounds and off we go. We go for the latest opening round match in the ongoing 2024 WWE Queen of the Ring tournament as Dakota Kai, replacing originally scheduled Asuka, fills in to battle Lyra Valkyria, we see some more some back and forth action before we quickly head to a mid-match commercial break with Kai in the offensive lead. When return, Valkyria fights back into the lead and hits her finisher for the win. So winner advancing and testing for WWE Queen of the Ring tournament, Lyra Valkyria. Alright, main event time. King of the Ring, Gunther versus Sheamus. Backstage, we see Kofi Kingston explain the duo to the attack from Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Xavier Woods can't win the 2024 WWE King of the Ring, so he's going to do it in his honor. But first, he's got to get past Rey Mysterio in the opening round. Alright, we return inside the XL Center where Michael Cole and McAfee are showing the commentary desk at ringside. They inform us that some of the matches matches tournament will be taking place at upcoming weekend WWE non-televised live events. I wish we could see the non-televised live events on TV, but we can't. So where main event tonight will be Gunther versus Sheamus in a first round King of the Ring tournament scheduled for next week. Blah blah blah. Tournament. Blah, blah. They're just talking about the tournament for next week. We had to commercial break. When we return from the break, Michael and McAfee are shown again at ringside. They hype up King and Queen of the Ring action schedule for coming SmackDown night. So it's SmackDown. The theme for Gunther his outcomes the ring general manager, longest reigning WWE Continental Champion in history, sells in the ring. The theme for Sheamus hits and Cole and McAfee proclaim it fight night as the Celtic Warrior makes his way to the ring for our main event of the show this week, which is another first round in the ongoing 2024 WWE King of the Ring tournament. The bell sounds and Fisher in this one. The two trade big chops and back and forth. Gunther blasts Sheamus with a big boot that drops him to the ring apron. Gunther glares at McAfee and Cole once again tries to find out what McAfee did in the past to make Gunther dislike him so much. Sheamus fights back and hits repeated forearm shots to Gunther over the ring ropes from the apron. Yeah, okay. Gunther fights back and clotheslines Sheamus down. He goes for a power driver or a power bomb outside of the ring ropes on a hard part of the ring apron, but Sheamus counters with the back body drop with a big boot. He yells "Fella!" as Cole talks us into a mid-match commercial break as the action continues in our high-stakes Raw main event. As we sell it back in the commercials, Cole points out the welts all over the back and body of Celtic Warrior as Gunther lightly adds a fresh one with the vicious chop that connects. After another few minutes in the offensive driver's seat, Gunther finds himself on the wrong end of an Irish kiss and white noise. Sheamus fires up the crowd and comes to life. We see Ludwig Kaiser at ringside who attacks Sheamus' right knee, which allows Gunther to take back over on the fence. The referee catches this after the fact and ejects Kaiser from ringside area for a big pop. Sheamus is holding his knee in pain on the mat as we shift gears and head to another match commercial break as the match continues. Oh man, I can barely talk. When return, Cole points out the obvious, which that the knee of Sheamus has become the story of this match. He also points out that Sheamus was asked if he wanted to continue during the break, opted to do so. Meanwhile, live in the ring, we see the ring general manager purposely focusing his attack on the right knee of Sheamus that Kaiser softened up. Cole reminds everyone that Sheamus' bro kick is used by the right leg, so he's compromised in a lot of ways with the bum wheel. He tries to fight back, but his leg gives out on Gunther and Gunther goes back to work on it. Sheamus again comes back to life and tries picking up Gunther for an Irish curse, but his knee gives out again. Sheamus hits a running knee with the bad knee. After he recovers, Sheamus looks to go back to work on Gunther, but yet again his own right knee gives out on him, which allows Gunther to take back over. Gunther slaps on a single leg Boston Crab on the bum wheel of the WWE veteran. He let it go, and then heads to the top rope, but Sheamus cuts him off and turns him around. He thinks of the top backwards and connects with the Celtic Cross for a close 2 count. Gunther hits German release suplex, but Sheamus pops right back up and lets out a war scream, telling Gunther to come on. Telling Gunther to come on. He hits his trademark spot on the former long-time IC champ for a super close pin attempt, but Gunther kicks out. Gunther immediately goes right back to work on Sheamus' compromised knee with a single leg Boston Crab. Sheamus fights it like hell and tries scratching and clawing his way to the ropes, but he isn't able to make it as Gunther squeezes down on it fully, and this one is over. Gunther gets the win. The second bell rings. Gunther looks up at Cole as Cole mentions his win on commentary. We don't hear from Samantha Irving. No music plays. The show simply and very abruptly ends on that note. Gunther advances on the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament with the win. Still thanks for joining and all that stuff. So winner and advancing in 2024 WWE King of the Ring tournament, Gunther. So yeah, that was a good match too and stuff. I enjoyed that one also. So that was like the second match of the night and all that stuff. So anyways, that was a good match. I mean, good show and all that stuff. Not too bad. Um, yeah, it was pretty good and stuff. But man, I can't get my mind off the France crowd. Man, that was the hottest crowd ever. It was so fucking badass. Uh, anyways, let's see what happens on Friday night and stuff for the King and Queen of the Ring, all that. So, but I'm not gonna do NXT. You already know that I don't do NXT. So, I'll see you guys late Thursday night or something. With because of AEW Dynamite and stuff. So anyways, that was it, and I see you all in the next. Oh shit, I'm sorry. So like, subscribe, favorite, hit that bell button or whatever we guys do. I don't care. Anyways, that was it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.